Hello and welcome to another episode of Vartalaap. Vartalaap is a platform for voicing thoughts, seeking solutions, creating and nurturing a free space for ideas, imagination, and inspiration. For this online series of Vartalaap, we aim at popularizing and emerging career options into our culture and amongst our students. As the topic of health is growing to immense importance in the recent times, physical fitness has become of utmost importance than ever. With sports, not only we have a healthy lifestyle but also a healthy mind, which is a great need in the current period of pandemic. That brings us to the topic of today's discussion, sports management. And for that, we are in conversation with Harshil Joshi. He's an alumnus of MSc BBA and a current student at Indian Institute of Sports Management and pursuing sport management as a full-time career option. Thank you so much, Harshil, for joining us.
Hi Ashang, it's good to see you after a long time.
You too. So, Harshil, what is sports management according to you?
Sports management is basically managing and looking after every aspects of business that is related to sports, be it event management or sports sponsorship or facility management or accreditation or sports marketing, etc., which ultimately leads to the success of an event or a tournament.
Okay, great. So, Harshil, can you brief us on what are the basics which are required to go into the sports management colleges, or what are the CGPA requirements for this?
Well, there's no such specific things that I can mention particularly, but yes, when it comes to preparation for the exams, the same kind of topics are there which comes usually in most competitive exams, like your CAT or SNAP, etc. And the topics are language, reasoning, quants, and yes, there's one different when it comes to the sports management exams, that is the sports GK. So yeah, only the sports GK part you will have to cover separately, and of course the difficulty level of these exams is less as compared to other competitive exams, and the CGPA that are required to apply for it differs from college to college. Some colleges have minimum 5 CGPA while some have 5.5, so it differs from college to college.
Oh, okay, that's great. So, Harshil, what educational plan does one need to follow after BBA to get into this field?
There are entrance exams that they conduct for the course, and different colleges have different example. Some conduct their own exams, while some consider the result of various competitive exams. Like IISM conducts their own separate exams, which is known as SMAT, Sports Management Aptitude Test, while SNAP Symbiosis, they consider the result of their exam SNAP. So you don't have to particularly apply for another separate exam. They consider the result of the SNAP only. So it differs.
Okay, okay. What are the job opportunities which come after completion of sports management master degree?
After the completion of your degree, the kind of job you could get depends upon in which field you have worked for the last 2 years and in which department or area you have the most work experience. Although there's no such guarantee that you would get a job after the completion of your master's degree, but the kind of work you will be doing will include event management, sports marketing, or sports sponsorship, athlete management. You can also work with
Oh,
some e-game company if you are into esports like PUBG or Free Fire or anything, or work as a social media manager for various companies and so on.
oh, there are various opportunities for this. So, Harshil, can you brief us on some of the problems which you faced pursuing this career?
Yes, there are always different challenges that one has to face when you go for things or do things that you haven't done before.
Yeah.
So, for me, the major one was the lack of work experience of any kind, because it matters a lot when you apply for any kind of work. And because I did not had any work experience, my resume was also not up to the mark, because every time an internship opportunity came, you have to send your CV and the selection would be done based on your CV and your experience. So gaining that work experience and making your CV good enough was a challenge at first, because I remember there was an opportunity that came to us was of India versus South Africa second test match.
Oh, that's great.
So this opportunity was in Pune. So I was pretty excited to apply for it and was just hoping that I might get select. But again, I had no work experience. My CV was also not good. So because of that, I did not get selected. So yeah, making your CV strong and having work experience helps a lot.
How do you see the demand of this field in post-pandemic situations?
Post pandemic, again, it depends on the number of events and tournaments that will take place. Because this course depends a lot on how many tournaments or sports events are happening. So, of course, as of now, during this period, it is quite difficult to get internships because there are hardly any sports events happening around due to the restrictions that are there, and of course, for the safety of the people. But I think once this pandemic is done and these restrictions are lifted, then things will start getting back to normal and opportunities will do come because we already know that the next T20 World Cup is going to happen in India.
India, yeah.
So that is a big opportunity for people like for people who are into sports management. So yeah.
Oh, so everyone from this field gets a chance. मतलब सबको chance मिलता है वो इंडिया की मैच के लिए जाने का.
Not quite. I mean, when internships like that come, so what
Oh, only
what
then you
you have
can
to
go.
do is, yeah, you have to apply for that, and based on your CV,
Yeah, yeah,
experience
yeah.
क्या है, I mean, cricket की knowledge है या cricket में कुछ काम किया है पहले,
Yeah, yeah.
so according to that you get your internships.
Okay, okay. So, can sports management in future become a new conventional career path, or would it always be seen as a just a hobby pursued as a career?
Yes, it is possible that sports management can also become a conventional career path, as currently it's still growing and not a lot of people knew about this. So as of now, it's still more looked as people who are into sports who are interested in sports are doing this or applying for this course. But yeah, as the awareness for sports other than cricket and football increase, and
Yeah.
if people gets to know about this field more, then I think it can also become a more conventional career path.
Okay. That's great.
Well, I was very much interested in sports from the beginning, and I wanted to pursue my career in an area where my interest lies.
Yeah.
So when I heard about this course, so I thought that how can it be better than sports, you know? So like my 3 years in BBA were just amazing. It helped me a lot. It made me more confident, and I was a bit reserved at first, but being with and around so many people at BBA helped me overcome that. So yeah, it helped me a lot, and those 3 years were just
Yeah.
amazing.
Great memories. I agree to that. So, Harshil, after what you have experienced, what message would you like to give to our students at BBA who wish to pursue the career in sports management?
Yeah, people who are thinking of pursuing their career in sports management, it is a good field. It is still growing, and yes, this pandemic will do affect it. But if you are actually looking to pursue it, then
Yeah.
at the time when you will finish the course, that time would have been changed, and it would be a lot better for you guys. So yeah, it's a good field, and please
Okay.
just don't be in a view that you will get a permanent job or completing your graduations and you will land in some your dream job or something like
Yeah.
that, because no one can guarantee that. Plus this is a field that is based on events and tournaments, so the work can be on contract basis more often than not. So like in case a tournament happened or event happened, then you can get a chance to work, so if
Yeah.
there are no events or tournaments happening, then uh, there can be a possibility that you don't have any work. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the case. But yes, it's an area where you can pursue your career and can think about it. So
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And hard work is also necessary for pursuing the career. So,
yes, a lot. So in
yeah.
this course also, I mean, it is more about how much work you have done, how much practical exposure that you have gained in the last 2 years, rather than what you have studied in terms of academics.
Yeah.
So yes, that do matters, but it's more about how much experience you have gained in the sports industry. So
Okay, okay. That was amazing conversation with you, Harshil. Thank you so much for joining us. It would not have been the same otherwise. Your insights really helped us understand sports management better.
same here, Yashang. It was good to see you too.